Can you see any acne breakouts or ingrown hairs on my underarms at the moment? No, and that's because it's been about 2 to 3 weeks and I've since cleared them up. I'm going to explain how I got them, how you can avoid them if you have the same issue as well, and the way to clear them up, the best way I found possible, as well as getting rid of the hyperpigmentation from any of the breakouts or scarring that you got from the clogged pores or ingrown hair removal. So for me, this is the Culprit. I don't want to show which brand it is because I actually really love this brand so much for a deodorant, a natural deodorant or leaning towards natural. I know they have some ingredients that people say this isn't 100% natural, and that is okay, but the base of it is a coconut oil base. And unfortunately for me, that was what happened. Coconut oil clogged my pores and I immediately got kind of like a constellation from here to here of pimples, and I got a cyst right here. You can't see it anymore because I cleared it up with some of the ingredients and products that I'm going to mention will help kind of shed that as quickly as possible so you don't have the red bumps or purple scarring. You know, I love trying different deodorants, and I was just finishing up using 2 that I was using as a competition, which one works better. And when I was done with them, I decided to switch back to one of my favorites, and almost instantaneously my underarms broke out. And I looked at the ingredients and I saw, oh my gosh, it does have coconut oil, which I love so much but causes so many breakouts in my underarms. And these are the ingredients that tend to cause breakouts for me, and I think it's quite common. It would be any type of fruit oil, so coconut oil or olive oil, and they're such beautiful skin conditioning ingredients, but they do cause a lot of clogged pores, especially in your underarm. That's a sensitive area, and really you don't want to like add anything to it that will clog up those pores. So you might not be one of those people that's sensitive to it, but if you notice you're having breakouts under your underarm area, that might be the culprit. I'd also avoid anything that has mineral oil or petroleum. There are several deodorants that have mineral oil and petroleums in them. The other thing is talc. That is an irritant, and it can really irritate the pores and the follicle with your hair. And sometimes people just have clogged pores at their follicle point where they're shaving, and that happens quite a lot, and then you'll have some breakouts. So I found that some of these ingredients kind of irritate it and make it a little bit worse. If that happens to you and it's kind of making it worse from shaving, I have some things that I recommend as deodorants as alternatives, and also a way to just clear it up to begin with. First, we should consider what we're using as an underarm wash, and I do recommend something that's an exfoliant. And this KP Bump Eraser is something that you normally use for KP on your arms, shoulders, legs, but this is like an amazing product. I love it so much for that issue. This is like a keratin clogged pore issue that people have, and they have like the strawberry skin or chicken skin. You can use this on your underarms. Instead of using your normal soap on your underarms, just scrub with this because it is strong. It is a heavy exfoliant. It has the ingredients, the alpha hydroxy acid, that will exfoliate your underarm area. And it also has some roughness to it that will also do that like manual exfoliation. So it's a combo of a chemical and manual. So that will help clear the area up and help get those dead skin cells removing and shedding quickly, and also really help if you have ingrown hairs in your underarm area. If you don't want to go that route, you can also use a salicylic acid wash. There's so many of them. I find them at CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and they're different prices, but you can just get one of the no-name brands as long as it has 2% salicylic acid, or 1% if you want to go a little bit lower. This is something you can use for body acne, but use this under your arms if you're having this issue. Just rub it into your underarm area and let that sit into your skin for a couple of minutes before you wash it off. I like to use a washcloth or one of these little scrubby silicone brushes I got from Amazon. I use it for like everything to exfoliate skin on my body. I use this for my underarms as well, and it keeps my underarms really clear, and it helps with any type of pore clogging and getting any type of like hair issue from the surface, because they tend to like get in there and get ingrown a lot. So this helps enormously, and having the salicylic acid is one of the major ingredients that clears that out, clears your skin out and your pores. So treatment is where you're really going to help clear this up entirely, and following up with washing your underarms just use some type of treatment, and I love salicylic acid. These are generally meant for acne, and it's so perfect for this issue as well as ingrown hair, so you're combating two at the same time. And I love the Neutrogena Rapid Clear treatment pads. It's perfect because it's just a pad and you can wipe it under your arm. I'm going to do that right now for one underarm. This is so easy to do. Just after you washed, just wipe that clean, and if you have excess, just wipe it on your arm or on your chest if you're having breakouts in that area. If you're not, then use it on your other underarm and you can just throw away the pad. It's perfect just to do a quick swipe, let that dry, and you're all set. Paula's Choice 2% BHA, which is salicylic acid, is also my favorite. I get this in the largest bottle. They normally have a bit of a smaller bottle. This is 8 ounces. They have a 4 ounce, so it's like half the size, and that's all you need. You don't need this giant bottle, but I use it for so many parts of my skin, my chest, my arms where I have KP, and also my face. So I find this so useful throughout the body with different issues, and the underarms just happen to be one of those issues. You can use some type of cotton pad if you want to, or just put it on your hands and rub it into your underarms. You just need like 2 or 3 drops. Oops, I used way more than that. Whoopsie. And just put it onto your underarms. I'm going to put it in the back of my arms because I have so much extra. And you just wait for that to dry. This one is a little bit more slippery than the Neutrogena. It has a bit of a slip to it. It's not an oil at all. It just has like a really moisturizing effect to it. So it takes a little bit longer to dry down, but it will just absorb right into your skin and really clear up those pimples and also deal with the issue with the ingrown hairs. There also are lotions that have 2% salicylic acid, and this is one of my favorites from Paula's Choice. It's a body lotion, weightless body treatment, 2% BHA. I do really love this for the same exact reason. I don't really need to like double up on this, but why not? Just for this video, I'm going to show you how nicely it applies and it absorbs really well into the skin. An alternative to the salicylic acid is the glycolic acid instead, and this is a 7% solution. It's pretty high in glycolic. I also have this 10% alpha hydroxy acid, which is glycolic, from Paula's Choice as a lotion. The liquid, again, I'm going to recommend because I love the spreadability of it. Glycolic acid, being an exfoliant, has major benefits for your underarm. It does help maintain the pore and help it clear out a lot quicker, but it also helps shed those skin cells that are blocking your pore and causing any type of ingrown hairs. One of the really cool things about it is it's pH balanced, and it helps with bacteria. So the odor that you have in your underarm, it does help maintain it a little bit more. It's just a kind of a surprise that a lot of people have noticed. They've been using this as an alternative to deodorant, and it has supported the underarm scent, made it a little bit fresher. I'm using it as a duo to my regular deodorant, and I do notice a difference. It's very supportive to keep the balance of my underarm a little bit better and less stinky as it's heating up and I'm working out and my underarms are getting kind of hot and smelly. It has supported some of my deodorants. I haven't decided to switch entirely as this being my only deodorant, but if you have tried it, please do let me know because I'm very curious if it's worked for some people. The major benefit to this with the breakouts is that it being an exfoliant, it is a hyperpigmentation controller, so it helps the redness and purple marks from any breakouts that you've had. And ingrown hairs, you know, you get that red bump at the base of the hair. This really helps clear that up as quickly as possible, and that's how my underarm, when I had the breakout about 3 weeks ago, and then I had them for about a week after, so it's been 3 to 2 weeks of trying to clear this out. The red marks that I had all down here have been cleared mainly because of the glycolic, which has really supported getting rid of those red and purple marks. I had a big cyst right here. You can still see a little bit of the color still there, but I've been putting this on nightly and it's been clearing that up very nicely. My skin is really sensitive, so anything that's red or purple stands out really easily on my skin. It's not really hidden with the color of my skin. I'm very pale, so red and purple marks just kind of stick out really nicely and beautifully. I don't really want them, so I'm using this as a regular to kind of get rid of that redness, that purple tone. It's not necessarily scarring, it's hyperpigmentation, and that's good because we can get rid of it, get it exfoliated, remove those cells, and get it cleared up. Alternatively to using the clear liquid, you can use a lotion instead. This one has 10% AHA, so glycolic acid. And yeah, it's wonderful. I just wouldn't use this during the day because it's, you know, it's a lotion and it's not sticky. It does absorb well, but I really want to put my deodorant on during the day. So this is something I'd use at night for any spots that you're trying to get to lighten. I know we're discouraged to remove anything that we have on our skin that's a breakout, a pimple, or an ingrown hair, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to let that sit there. They're painful and they're very irritating. And this is the best way I've found to remove an underarm breakout or an ingrown hair is to get one of these loops. They're actually meant to unclog pores. You can use them for blackheads or certain breakouts. You don't really want to use anything like this for a cyst because cysts are a whole other story. But if it's a small cyst that you're having in your underarm and it's just not moving, you might want to get a little tool to open it and get it all cleared out. I'm one of those people that's going to encourage you to do it safely. I'm sorry if any estheticians are watching and they're like, don't do this. Look, let's be realistic. You know that you don't want this like painful ingrown hair or pimple in your underarm. And because you can only use one hand to reach it, get a tool so you're not squeezing it with your finger and making it actually worse. This is rubbing alcohol. I have it in a separate glass bottle, so make sure you clean your tool, clean the spot that you're going to remove, clean the tool properly with some rubbing alcohol, and you're going to push on it with the tool. I'm doing this last because it's going to leave a lovely impression on my skin, kind of like a horseshoe impression. I don't have anything right now, but what I did when I had this spot up here is I pushed on it until it came out. These are easily found at the Dollar Tree, and also if you want a really nice one like this, I think I got this at Sally Beauty. It has like this rubber bit that you can hold onto it really well if your hands are slippery. I don't like this side of it. I like this side that has the thinner part of the loop. Make sure you're cleaning it out with your rubbing alcohol and some soap and water before you put the tool away. And if your skin is punctured in any spot, don't do the treatment. Wait for everything to clear up. Just wash and dry it for a few days before you apply any glycolic or salicylic to that area if there's any broken skin. So onto deodorants, because I know you want to wear them. You want to make sure that you're using one that's not going to clog your pores even further. If you like a cream deodorant, I really recommend something like Nodor. This is an odor blocker. It's fantastic to use throughout your whole body, your underarms, other places that are private areas, and also your feet. It does have a couple oils in it, but I hadn't had any problem with it clogging the pores. So this might be the same with you. It might not be a problem for you. So I recommend that, but I also recommend Lumi. It's a similar cream deodorant. It's an odor blocker. Throughout your body, you can use it. It's a whole body deodorant. I really like the stick for my private areas. I use this before I go to the gym. It really helps contain odor, and I hadn't had any issues with it blocking the pores in that sensitive private area of my body. And also I use this for my underarms or my feet, and yeah, they're both fantastic. On to some other ones that are really going to help clear up the issue as well. I did a full review on these and they are so fantastic. I really love these deodorants. They helped lighten the pigmentation underneath my arms because I was using them daily automatically, and it was pretty easy to have that combo of a serum deodorant with the skincare ingredients, or this one right here, which is more like a gel. So this serum one from Saltaire has 5% alpha hydroxy acid, so it's a glycolic acid. It's a sugar acid and it's a heavy exfoliant. As I've shown you with the treatment part of this video, you can use this as your treatment. A deodorant with 5% alpha hydroxy acid is perfect for this issue. It's going to help with the hyperpigmentation. I do recommend salicylic acid for the acne, like directly if you can tolerate it. Oh my God. Smells so good, and I recommend using this at night to use it as a treatment. This one is the gel deodorant from Saltaire, and it has salicylic acid. It has other acids as well, and again, I recommend this as a night deodorant, which is a strange concept, I think, but it's going to help if you wash your underarms first and then put this on and then use it again the next day. If you're trying to clear up breakouts and also ingrown hairs, this is going to be so fantastic for that issue. You have already the deodorant part and the treatment part combined. You can't go wrong with that. If you prefer a deodorant that also is an antiperspirant, so this one's going to block perspiration, it's going to block sweat, I highly recommend this one from Almay. It's sensitive skin formula. It comes out as a gel, and you only need a tiny bit. I'm not going to put it on my underarms right now, but it's so absorbent. I think you can see it's kind of like matted. It didn't even make that gel-like approach that you think would happen on your skin. It has no scent, it has no perfumes, no dyes, it doesn't have those oils that are going to block your pores. It does have aluminum, so a lot of my deodorants I'm avoiding aluminum, but when I'm going to use it, if I really want to make sure I'm not sweating, this is the one I'm going to use. It is not very popular, so when you go to the drugstore to look for it, look on the bottom shelves. It's kind of hidden, but I find it at CVS very often. It's not that expensive, and I love this. I actually have a backup because I think I'm almost out of this one. Yeah, I always try to check the scent. There's no scent at all. It's not even chemical. It's a beautiful deodorant, and I really hope Almay does not stop making it because I do love this one. This deodorant I discovered and I'm highly recommending. It's Fresh Cult. It's 100% invisible, super sensitive, unscented deodorant. It was created by someone from Harvard that's a microbiologist, and I was recommended to try this along with another deodorant, and I did a whole entire year of these two. I'm going to be coming up with a review soon because I really want to talk about my results with them, but this is the one I'm going to heavily recommend, especially if you're using the treatments. You want a deodorant that has nothing else involved that's going to cause any reaction or sensitivity because you're trying to clear something up. You still want to make sure you don't stink. There's a little bit of antiperspirant protection with this, but it's highly just deodorant, not an antiperspirant, but it does have incredibly sensitive, safe ingredients. How am I saying that? It's a safe product, but it also really works. So I'm going to encourage to try the Fresh Cult. It lasts a really long time. This tiny bottle, oh my God, I have so many deodorants and lotions and potions under my arms. Why not add another thing? This is the one that's not going to cause any irritation, if any at all. I don't think I'm going to smell for a week after this video, but yeah, this is the one I really recommend if you're having any of those issues and all the deodorants that I've talked about and then some are not helping and they're actually causing more irritation. Switch to this Fresh Cult. I'm going to link everything below so you can find it and find the name and all that stuff. So these are some of my absolute favorite deodorants, but they each have that beautiful coconut oil in it, which is so lovely to condition your skin, but it causes some breakouts. So I'm still keeping them. See if anything kind of calms down, and I might try a few more and see if I had a reaction. Maybe it was just because my skin got used to a new deodorant and it caused like a flare up with the one that I switched back to. I don't know, I'm hopeful because you know I love my natural and alternative deodorants and I love reviewing them, and I don't really want to say something causes breakouts when it just might be for me. But this is how I cleared it up, and I hope that you're able to clear up any breakouts or those nasty ingrown hairs. Oh my gosh. Clear them up whenever you need to. I hope this video works for you. Let me know what you've tried, if you've had any breakouts or ingrown hairs, if anything's worked for you and helped clear that up. Let me know, I'd love to hear from you.